Okay guys, welcome back to our first part of chapter 4. If you saw the last episode, the end of chapter 3, you would have seen how excited I am to play this chapter because it is set in New Orleans and I love New Orleans. Super excited to play this chapter. This game is getting so good. I hope you stick around and I hope you enjoy this episode. Please leave a like, comment, subscribe, and let's get into it. I'm so excited. Okay, so this looks a little bit different than where we left off. That's okay. I had closed out because I had all good intentions to go and get ready. 5 minutes. 5 minutes. That's all we need. Okay, so I imagine first we're gonna have to probably pin some sort of evidence. Maybe we should change our outfit really quick as well. We cannot change our outfit really quick. Not an option. We're in the middle of the street. Have some decorum. Okay, let's pin this. Pieces of evidence are leading to New Orleans. Seems that the kidnappers are using the services of the banking house of E.W. Gray to sell gems. Let's see if he knows anything about this.
Do you know anything about this?
You're a lucky man. I know about this.
The banking house of E.W. Gray. The bank can be found on the street up from the port on the left side of the Harbor Master building opposite Chinatown. Let's see. That looks like a bank if I ever saw one. Or a house. Guess it's not the bank. Banking house of E.W. Gray. It looks pretty. That looks pretty close to that, so I'm gonna say we knew where it was.
Mr. Frank Barnaby, right? Auction's about to start.
Sure. I've been called Frank a few times in my life. I always say I'll respond to anything. Squints. Myopia. Hidden tabloid newspaper, Abe Lincoln alive. Oh, buddy. Something in the pocket. Sandwich. I always have to have a snack. The guard at the bank is a real character. Storing a sandwich in his pocket while reading Abe Lincoln alive makes the guard a paranoid fool with bad taste. Besides, the man has myopia. Don't be mean, Sherlock. The guard at the bank is a real character. Storing a sandwich in his pocket to save time while reading Abe Lincoln alive makes him a critical thinker who questions everything, even the truth. Myopia is a result of constant reading to the detriment of one's health. I'm not gonna be mean. He hasn't done anything to us. I don't want to lie. I don't know if I want to lie to him, but also I don't want anyone else to get kidnapped and sacrificed in the name of a squid.
In the flesh. Now, if you'll excuse me.
Well, hold up. Written invitation first.
Can I present another piece of identification?
Nope. That's why we sent the invitation.
Alright. We're cool. I get it. You never know. Oh, hey.
Holmes, over here.
Let's see if we need to pin anything before we talk to him, because that... Yeah. That's how it works.
Any luck? None. They're holding an auction, invitation only. The good news is, I know who might have one. We need to find Mr.
Gonna
Barnaby.
rob him.
Who?
This invitation.
Frank Barnaby, most likely a local.
Excuse me.
Could you help me?
Mr. Barnaby
What
would be
makes
happy
you
to
think I
share
can
his
be of any
invitation.
Let us first find him, then we can see if he is the generous type.
Holmes doesn't... He's not really good with people, is he? We need to... The bank is closed to visitors. Maybe he was just a jerk and we can talk to someone. Anyone. Because I'm not really sure where to go. Okay.
How marvelous, Holmes. A city within a city.
No, come back.
Indeed.
Don't run from the Lord.
Excuse me, just one question.
I've heard about that, let me tell you.
What? Okie dokie. Mr. Frank Barnaby. The locals say that he owns a shop in Chinatown called Barnaby's Hidden Gems. Hidden Gems? Gems from the previous episode? Connected. Do we need to talk to him? Or are we good? Oh, hi, Kitty.
Yeah.
Hello.
Help me, please.
What makes you think I can be of any help?
I guess I don't. Fine. Ah, there it is. I was looking directly at it.
Rather unassuming for a jewelry store.
It's not. It's a kidnapping.
Damn.
It's a kidnapping
He at
front.
it again. Barnaby still owes you. If he can't pay in greenbacks, he'll pay
Are
in
you able
blood.
to help me?
Doesn't remind me of anything.
Talking about him.
Someone else might help you better, sir.
And my curiosity?
I'm bone tired, but yeah, I'll help you.
You ran into me! Mr. Frank Barnaby. Two gentlemen say that Barnaby owes them money. He is a known alcoholic and is currently getting drunk at a local bar called the Giddy Gator. Dibs. I love that name. In the Creole Quarter, he can be recognized by a yellow hat and a green jacket. Salon. It's not a Western. The Giddy Gator. Why do I keep staring directly at the signs and not reading them? Maybe we can't actually get in. Great.
Barnaby.
Oh my word.
Unconscious, but with his eyes open.
Okay. Unconscious with his eyes open.
Look, Watson. The two of you are just alike.
So he can make
so
jokes.
I look like a haggard alcoholic.
Mr. Barnaby, the baking house of E.W. Gray invites you to participate in a closed auction. We are pleased to present a selection of rare and extraordinary black opals for sale. Please contact our employee to receive more information. We strongly urge you to wear the cleanest suit you have and be sober. That is some pretty explicit instructions. You can tell this is handwritten. One more unacceptable incident and we will exclude you from our buyers list.
Eureka!
What have you got?
An idea. First, we'll need Mr. Barnaby's clothes.
Holmes.
Are we completely...
Watson, time is of the essence. You will go to the
thought
bank,
they would
not as
recognize him,
yourself,
though.
but as Frank Barnaby.
Holmes, we look nothing alike.
The hat and coat will do the heavy lifting. Just stay cool, play the part, and no one will notice the difference. Trust me.
Holmes, must we really indulge in this farce?
That
It
is
worked in
so
Switzerland, didn't it?
funny.
Sure, if you redefine the word worked.
I think we went this way.
Where's my cash, Frank?
Oh,
In the
it's working.
bartender's tip jar?
I don't know if Frank seems like the type to tip, so probably not. That was pretty straightforward.
Where's
Getting
the money, Barnaby?
there to all those places.
I'll wait here so as not to arouse suspicion.
He chose us to go, so if anything bad happened, it would happen to Watson and not himself. Always thinking
Mr.
ahead.
Barnaby.
Right you are. Shop owner.
Right. Your invitation, sir?
Here you go.
You okay, sir? Seem to have the jumps.
I'm in a rush.
Come on in.
Thank you. Oh, he's got a shotgun. Okay. I don't know why Sherlock didn't come back. He already lied once and said he was Frank. Well, I guess we made him do
I've
it.
never seen gems so big.
I simply
Can you
must have
satisfy
them.
my curiosity?
I'm
Don't ask. We are him. Mr. Barnaby is a paralytic sleeping on the table. He closely resembles Watson. Mr. Barnaby's clothes help to disguise Watson. Just a few more minutes. Black opal, origin Australia, weight 40 carats, rare stone, believed to be a piece of shattered space rock that fell to Earth. We saw a reference to meteor before. Did we not? Can we look at anything? It says the same thing. Hold on. Okay, so there's a lot of things to look at, I guess. The banking house of E.W. Gray will be hosting a closed auction of black opals. The bank doesn't disclose the origin of the rare stones. However, the bank clerk, Miss Zoe Clemens, has confirmed the authenticity of each stone. Okay, sure.
This might be useful. I'll make a note.
The banking house of E.W. Gray thanks its fine philanthropist. R. Carter, French Quarter. I feel like that is probably the only name that we really need to remember, because we keep seeing an R pop up everywhere. Okay. Maybe we can try to talk to somebody now. Who would leave their purse and money sitting right there? You would have to be dumb. Well, the rocks aren't authenticated and they're still thinking about buying them, so maybe these people are.
Morning, sir, and welcome to the E.W. Gray Banking House. The auction will begin shortly. Name's Zoe Clemens, and I'd be delighted to help you.
Ooh,
Pleasure to meet you, Miss
she's
Clemens.
had her coffee this morning.
I'm Frank Barnaby. I do have some questions, if you don't mind.
Come on, Watson. What's special about these stones?
These gems are rather curious. What can you tell me about them?
These rare beauties are black opals, all the way from Coober Pedy, South Australia. When they catch the light, the dark stone becomes a brilliant rainbow. It's something special.
About the previous owner?
Forgive my curiosity, but
Who did you kill
was the previous
and or
owner?
kidnap?
Sir, I ain't at liberty to disclose them details.
Could the gems be stolen? This is not going to go well.
it doesn't say where these stones came from. No provenance, no previous owner.
Australia.
I'm starting to suspect they were illegally procured.
What? We would never. I can
Me?
assure you these gems
No.
were bought from one
Aside
of New
from that
Orleans'
one
most
time?
upstanding
What?
citizens, a philanthropist no less. If you would like to know more, I could get my manager.
You old dog, Barnaby. Didn't think you'd
Maybe it is a
sober up
Western.
for the auction. An hour ago, you were 3 sheets to the wind.
Oh,
You still have that gun,
I hold
Watson.
my liquor better than most. And the auction was an important business opportunity.
An important business opportunity. Ha! What have you done with the real
Great.
Barnaby?
Well, maybe I'm drunker than I thought, mister.
Mister? What's wrong, Frank? You're looking pale. Don't you recognize your old pal, Grub?
Here we go. He's obviously the sheriff. Oversized. Maybe he's pretending to be. Position of power. Maybe not. Proud or poser. Oh, we're gonna have to guess. We're gonna get this wrong. Maybe not. We got this. We got it. Cares for appearance. Luxurious textile. Polished nails. Fashionable or hates getting dirty. Fashionable menace or toothless dog. So, Sheriff Grubbs is actually a barking, toothless dog. The man attempts to make the impression that he is an important figure in the life of New Orleans. However, he is just a small cog in the governmental machine. Aren't we all? In fact, the sheriff feels so uncomfortable and displeased with his role that he tries to compensate with ridiculous tournaments, fashionable looks, and threatening behavior. Or fashionable menace. Sheriff Grubb is the law in New Orleans. He is fairly eccentric, looking after his nails, appearance, and image. However, it is just a cover for his true nature as a remorseless and highly powerful individual in the local community who uses his image to distract and disguise his true nature. Let's go toothless dog and hope we're right. Maybe it
Sorry,
won't
Sheriff,
impact
but I
too
don't have
much.
time for this.
Now, Frank, when I'm talking to you, everything else
Does
waits.
it?
If I
Does
want
it,
to
though?
talk, you talk. If I say jump, you say off which pier. Do we understand each other?
Yes, sir.
Good. Now, while I have you, there's the matter of your outstanding fines. I've been more than reasonable, but I'm afraid the bills come due.
Watson's got to pay.
Fines? Right. I'm afraid I don't have anything on me.
That's funny. Ain't you at the auction? I weren't born yesterday, Frank. Now, assault, battery, disorderly
Good
conduct,
night.
that's serious stuff. You got off easy, but if you don't pay up, things get a whole lot worse.
Look, Sheriff,
Money
I'm not
talks.
actually...
Whoa. Think careful now, because Frank Barnaby only owes us cash.
Oh.
But fraud, impersonation, that's weasel behavior. And you know what we do to weasels round these parts.
I'm from London, so
Feed
no.
them to the gators.
How much would you like,
Frank,
sir?
what's it gonna be?
I am terrified
Here's
of alligators.
all I have.
Crocodiles. Never.
Mighty fine of you. The people of this parish deserve peace. They don't take kindly to visitors. Don't miss that boat tomorrow morning, Doctor.
I want to say something, but I'm not going to. Do you have a nice time?
I told you, Holmes. I told you it was a bad plan.
Penniless.
Now we're penniless.
We might be
and
missing that boat.
wanted criminals.
Hysteria gets us nowhere, Watson. Tell me what happened.
We can pick
The
any
sheriff
lock.
saw right through me. He knew who I was from the start. Extorted me for every coin I had.
Bah, all that matters is what you learned about the gems.
Next to nothing.
I shan't discuss it while still wearing that blighter's clothes. I'm going back to the boat to get changed.
Are you coming with me or not? So I suppose now we do just that. Go back to the boat. The birds. They sound so nice. This is what I think.
No. Was that your luggage again? I don't understand. We just got it back in order.
Are those his clothes on the ground?
It was like the luggage had legs of its own. Oh, Mr. Pratchett will have my head.
Oh, hold on. Oh my word.
Oh, bollocks, now our clothes are in the bloomin' water.
It was like the luggage had legs of its own. Oh, Mr. Pratchett will have my head.
Someone's gonna
I
have
ain't
your
sure
head.
what you did to the sheriff, but it must have been something real hairy to have him chuck your luggage off the pier.
With respect, miss, have we met
Making
before?
friends everywhere
if you
we
were the
go.
real
Just
Frank Barnaby,
making
yeah, we would
friends.
have. But where are my manners? I'm Lucy, and you are.
John, I didn't mean to be rude. I've
I
just had a
imagine
difficult day, miss.
he
Well,
would
it's
like to
fairly
be
new.
whoever you want him to
And you've
be.
already made an enemy in Sheriff Grubb. The man starves his
Grubb.
gators just in case someone
That's a
crosses
dumb
him.
name.
John who?
Watson,
Well, Johnny, if you plan on sticking around, you better change that suit, or Frank's reputation will catch up with you. And then you'll be a John Doe.
What's one more to the
alas,
list?
I think one of those gators is currently devouring my spare clothes.
You've got yourself in a fine pickle. All right, come on
Pickle.
board the Nymph of Louisiana, and I'll sort you something to wear.
The nymph? Is that what it sounds like? Why are you helping me?
Well, let's just say you ain't the only one who's had run-ins with the sheriff. Way I see it, this city deserves better. Now quit your stalling and head on over to the Nymph.
I like
I'll
her.
be in room 6.
Oh my.
This Mr. Barnaby is proving rather useful. Perhaps you're not so different after all.
Is this it?
One more word, Holmes, and I'll hand you over to the sheriff.
Sorry, was
pox on
that
the
John talking
pox on the
or
crow.
Frank?
We are heading to the Nymph of Louisiana because Watson has been invited by his new lady friend to get some new clothes. If that's what the kids are calling it these days. Here we go. I hope that was the right
Well,
room.
look at you. All dressed up with nowhere to go.
Where did you get these
I
clothes
can't
from?
thank you enough. As I was saying, our journey has hardly gone to plan. We seem no closer to finding our missing people than when we left.
Well,
I
if
agree.
there were anything to know, Champagne'll know it. She's across everything in New Orleans. Look for her in the fisherman's village behind the Creole Quarter.
Thank you again, Lucy. I shall make my way there now.
Good luck, Johnny. Keep out of trouble.
For you, maybe he will. Thank you for telling us. Woo. Thank you for telling us where to go as well. I appreciate that. When I was playing,
Oh, forgive me, Watson. The difference is plain as day.
honestly, you
What a
look like every other guy
remarkable
here.
transformation from Barnaby.
If we're critiquing
No, I
wardrobes,
think the
Holmes,
look
maybe you can
actually
explain why you used to
compliments you.
roll just one sleeve
Why bother
up.
changing
Did you
it?
get bored halfway through?
Did you catch any of that? Because I did not. Okay, so we switched out. He's still got the scruff going on. I probably, like I was saying, cut this out. But when I was running around lost, I think or as I like to call it, just exploring, taking my time. This is such a cool place, and they've done it such justice, I feel like. I did find the fisherman's quarter area, so I hopefully won't have to cut too much out this time. Ooh, thought somebody was chasing us. I guess there. Is that horse okay? Oh! Oh my. That's not our problem. We've got too much going on. Watch the case of the horse pop up next. So, this should be the fisherman's quarter area. Chicken! I love chickens. Where we live, there's this...
I'm gonna die.
Oh my word.
Gonna die.
I guess we all are eventually, but you're gonna give me a heart attack. Where we live, there's this farm, and there's chickens, and they always escape, and it's hilarious. That was the point. You scared the crap out of me.
Are you all right, sir?
It'll come again. I will die.
What happened?
The lower of death came to me last night. I know it will come again.
What happened during the night?
Let's start from the beginning. My name is Sherlock Holmes. Could you describe last night's events for me?
I'm Cole Seabrook. It was Maman Brigitte. She came to me in the shape of a giant black rooster. Before that, some hit the wall outside. Then she came in. She took my will and she led me to the water.
Perhaps you were dreaming?
I wish I was. The great gator was there. It called me and I couldn't resist, but then the spell broke and I managed to crawl ashore.
Interesting.
I know how it sounds to an outsider, but it was the lower of death and it ain't finished with me.
What is a loa? I was gonna Google it, but we don't have to.
You mentioned a lower. What is that exactly?
You outsiders only know one God. But there are many and we call them lowers. And Maman Brigitte is one of them. She's the lower of death and life. She heals the righteous and punishes the guilty.
I thought he was talking about his wife at first. Like she.
Did you feel
lured him out
anything
there.
apart from fear last night?
Yeah. The signs of Maman's presence, no doubt about it. Everything became blurry, and my mouth was dry, and the light became very bright.
That is something.
Okay. Can we go in?
There are too many imprints here. It's hard to say where he did or didn't go.
Cole's house.
He dropped a cup here.
Could it have been poison? Or drugs? Everyone's getting drugged around here.
It smells sweet.
Large white flowers. That smells sweet.
This one is almost odorless.
Odorless flowers. Green leaves.
Interesting. I will take it just in case.
I would love to learn more about these.
Drugs, you say?
The healing properties of some herbs are truly amazing, Holmes.
And some are extremely dangerous. Cold ground herbs here.
The recipe. Mix in equal proportions. Goldenrod, strawberry leaves, jasmine flowers. Maybe it's a tea. He just said he dropped tea. Never mind. Just shh. Be quiet.
Supper
Is that a
leftovers.
raw carrot? He's a bachelor.
It's not a simple tea. A herbal concoction, rather.
Black tea seems not to be very popular here.
I don't like black tea. I
Some
don't know why it would
chewing
be
tobacco
popular
leaves.
anywhere.
Cheap and strong brew. Judging by the facial features, Cole and one of his relatives.
I love this game. There's so much to look at and click.
With William in Shreveport, 1879.
I'll take that. That's mine now. Let's see if we can't put everything there. We cannot yet. So this would be the last one. Let's see. We're missing one altogether too. Probably. Chickens. Since the cup's dropped, was the cup dropped in this one too? How did you get attacked by chickens? I'm not sure yet. Let's check out here since we're missing something anyways. Ah.
Are you a good fisherman, Cole?
I wouldn't say so, sir.
Me neither, man. I get really sad. I have to let him go, and I don't even like to do it in the first place. Let's see, what are we missing here?
At least the weather is on our side.
Yeah, I guess. Good point. It's not raining for the first time in forever. No!
We have a feathered friend in the case.
Why does there have to be a dead animal in every episode? This is terrible. Cracked boat is leaking.
The damage is recent.
Blood droplets.
Poor bird crashed against Cole's house.
We're still missing something though. There's something. It wasn't him. I think I was supposed to be clicking on this instead. A feather.
A feather. Not black, however.
I mean, there's
You
16
really
million
expect to
birds
find a
running
feather
around.
of rock here?
Stop griping.
Sir?
Why do we have to just launch at everyone? It makes me feel bad, but Sherlock doesn't feel anything.
I must ask you, did you have a drink last night?
No, sir, I didn't take a sip. It all happened before I went to bed, and I only drink to fall asleep. That's just how it is lately.
Oh. What happened to your boat?
Your boat is wrecked. What happened?
Well, I stumbled over a cypress root.
You'd need some force to cause that damage.
Yeah. And to be really down on your luck.
Man. We're still missing something. It's... If it wasn't a ghost last time, I doubt it's a chicken this time. I'm not going any closer. I'm terrified of crocodiles, and I'm... I believe that there's probably a crocodile. I mean, you said there was one, right? Yeah, I'm not entirely sure. Let's validate. Okay, so these two aren't right. You. No. You. And where is this one? Was it you? It's you. Okay.
Cole was having dinner. He was alone. The herbal decoction started to affect him. He became dizzy and dropped the cup. Hallucinations and stimulation brought him outside. He could have drowned if not for the sobering effects of the cold water.
Sir?
I know the reason for your visions.
Cole, I am sure that you were alone last night. The Lowers were not with you.
Well, what else could you say?
I didn't say that I disbelieve you. I'm wondering about this recipe.
It's just herbal tea. I went to Mr. Samdi and he gave me the recipe to help calm my heart.
Is he a doctor?
Sandini.
He is a voodooist. It was risky, but all I wanted was some sleep.
Where can I find him?
On the side of the church at one of the entrances to the fisherman's quarter. Look for a Veve sign, but watch what you
Okay.
say. He has the power of voodoo.
I'll be careful.
If we're hallucinating every time we walk into every other room and falling into parallel dimensions, why not? Why not? The voodooist. Cole received the recipe for a herbal decoction from a local man, Sam Edie, who is known as a voodooist. He can be found at the side entrance of the church at one of the entrances to the Fisherman's Quarter. A VV sign at this place will help me locate him. So let's pin this. Why am I... There we go. Okay, so we can just follow this path.
Yeah.
I hear a church. Is that a dead pig? Or is it sleeping? I don't want to know. At the side of the church.
May I ask for your assistance?
I've heard about that. Let me tell you.
The locals seem to respect Sammy D despite him being a little strange. He helps people with their health problems, can give advice, resolves disputes, and he can also remove slander and hexes. Maybe we should all go to him. It says at the side of the side of the church. Found it. Voodoo Sammy D. He's real. Dear Mr. Holmes, I knew that when you heard about voodoo, you would be immediately skeptical. This world is not what it seems. I find it strange that in your journey you are still in disbelief. I didn't say that. I said, if Cthulhu is hitting us up, sure. I am sorry that I won't be there when you come for me. I would love to help open your eyes. I presume you wanted to ask me about the recipe you found at Cole's house. Knowing of his tragedy, I told him to brew an infusion of these herbs. The effects of that infusion are solace and mollification. If you don't believe me, read this book. There are answers that you seek. May the spirits be with you, Mr. Holmes. Sammy D. P.S. After you find what you are seeking, please return the tome. Some books can do bad things if they fall into the wrong hands. This is why we're in this entire mess to begin with. Where would the book be? Okay, so these have the little book symbol over them, so I wonder if we can't search these in the archive or Sammy's book. Yellow flowers with pointed leaves. A plant with alternate elliptical pointed leaves, which are narrowed into a winged petioles. Which are narrowed into a winged petioles. It has numerous flowers in small and numerous baskets, less than an inch in diameter, collected at the top of the stems in a narrow, erect. Why are you doing this to me? Paniculate inflorescence. Less than an inch. So we've got leaf form, and then the color is yellow. We know that. So we don't need to know. Let's search. Goldenrod. Perennial herbaceous plant from the Asteraceae family. Goldenrod has a strong diuretic effect and is used for indigestion, rheumatism. It has a general anti-inflammatory property. Just diuretic sounds terrible. Large white flowers. Several large white flowers about 4 to 6 inches tall. The fragrant flowers are trumpet-shaped, have a pleasant, strong, sweet odor. Okay. So about 4 to 6 inches. We'll say that. Leaf form is... It doesn't talk about that. Smell is sweet. Yes. And then the color is white. White. Let's search. Jimson weed. And then we have one more to do. Green leaves. So we know the color is green. Not an option. Smell is slightly sour. The leaf form is trifoliate, and the leaves and flowers 1.5 to 2.5 inches. So let's try this. Strawberry. So it's what it said when we read it earlier. Okay. this, it looks like, so it has a talking symbol over it, so we might need to talk to someone. So we'll pin this, and we will now run around. So now we can put the book back. I do not want to get on a voodooist's bad side, so we're gonna leave that there. We do not need any more supernatural problems in this game.
Sir?
Where did you get the
Cole,
herbs?
where are these herbs from?
I bought them from Zora. Her stall is at the market near the port.
We're heading this way for the main quest. Let us continue on, and as we circle our way back, we will maybe get there in a bit. Or we will at least finish it before we leave the area, if it gives us that option. So let's start here. Yes, Holmes, pray. It's a good idea. Okay. Let's start... Nope. We're looking for someone named Champagne. Okay, so Lucy said that a local woman called Champagne knows everything and that she can help us. Champagne lives and works in the Fisherman's Quarter behind the Creole Quarter. Okay, so we're gonna pin this. Let's start with you. Since we're helping you, what do you know?
Oh, no two ways about it.
What? Let's go this way. She's gonna be standing around here somewhere. Do you know anything?
Are you able to help me?
I've heard about that. Let me tell you.
You are everywhere, man. That voice. Unforgettable. Lucy's help. People have said that Champagne lives in the Fisherman's Quarter in a hut on a boat. She owns 2 dogs. You mean this right here that you're standing right in front of? Ma'am, I'm here for the tea. I'm here to spill it with you. She's a pirate.
Tocqueville? Lafayette! Hush now. No offense, Cher. Them two don't take kindly to gents. Especially foreigners. How can Champagne help you? Trip to the bayou? Feeding a huge crocodile?
Nope, never.
Some other time, perhaps. Word has it, you know everything that goes on round these parts.
Maybe. Maybe not. What you want to know?
The bank in town recently purchased a valuable collection of gemstones from a wealthy man. What do you know of it?
Cher. I hear everything.
She must be so much fun. I would love
This
to just sit
time
down
I'll
and
tell
talk
you
with
for
her.
free. Next time, you pay.
Thank you.
May have been 1-2 weeks ago. Rich man's butler sold him some black opals.
And this rich man is?
Don't know his name, only that he from the French Quarter. Folk back in town could take you there. That's all I know. You need a boat? I hire him out for dollars. Or a bottle of you-know-what.
Thank you for the offer and the help.
Okay. Opal Trader. Let's go into our casebook. Opal Trader. Champagne shared some information about the Black Opal Trader. He is a rich man from the French Quarter. So who is the jewelry seller? A. We saw that name in a letter at the Eldritch Institute. So, plaque with philanthropists. Opal Trader. Lucy's help. Okay. Banking house of E.W. Gray. He's most likely Mr. E. Every time, why do I bother? A for artisan. Most likely the jewel seller who stands behind the A in the telegram from the Eldritch Institute is E. Artisan from the French Quarter. So we can pin this. And let's go and find him. Come on, Watson. Here, boy. Back to the French Quarter we go. Ooh. Wear a mask, man. Okay, we're heading this way. Okay. I figured when the cab was here, it was probably the direction it wanted us to go in. I said we would help so-and-so. Cole. I remember. It happened 5 seconds ago. I can remember things that happened 5 seconds ago. Let's finish helping him out, and then we can head on to the next part, which might be chapter 5. I don't know. Okay, so let's finish this really quickly. The market near the port. Open this. The port is this away. Oh, looks like this might be the market.
Can I ask you a question?
What makes you think I can be of any help?
We're standing in the market.
Help me, please.
No, I've not heard about that. Sorry.
Who did the voice acting?
Yeah, I bet Zora will kill her. Did you see Ashley Rush there? Fearsome woman.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
I'm afraid
Okay.
for them Chinese and for anyone to mess
What are
with.
you talking about? Strawberry leaves? Okay, don't pretend like you can't see it right there. Dried goldenrod. Tobacco leaves.
Can I ask you a question?
I'm bone tired. But yeah, I'll help you.
Me too. Thank you. Zora went to the Chinatown market. She was wanting to start a fight with another herb merchant there. Zora is known for her quarrelsome temper. However, for the last few days, she's been unusually aggressive. What are you taking? So let's head to the Chinatown market. Maybe we can find her there?
Are these herbs fresh? And you dare call my product substandard?
Maybe we should just stay here and watch.
Can you satisfy my curiosity?
I don't wish to be rude, but I don't have a clue about this.
Okay.
Excuse me, are you Zora?
Product substandard. I am. What do you want?
My name is Sherlock Holmes. I have several questions, if you don't mind.
Do you know Cole Seabrook? Maybe we should start off slow.
You are selling herbs, is
Slip
that
our
right?
way on in there.
Do you want to buy something?
Not really. I wanted to ask if you
ma'am.
have the herbs from this list.
Goldenrod, jasmine, strawberry. These are very common. I do sell them same as any other herb merchant.
Do you know Cole Seabrook?
I came here because Cole Seabrook mentioned you. Do you know him?
Unfortunately, yeah. He's my late husband's brother.
What about
Have you heard of
Jimson Weed?
Jimson weed?
A poisonous plant, but it can help ease the pain if you know how to use it. Some believe you can use it to create a zombie, a will-less slave.
Is that what you wanted
Is
for
that going
Cole?
to become useful
Or did
later?
you sell it accidentally?
Did Cole get what he deserved? Ha! The Loas heard my prayers.
So you admit it was on purpose?
I admit there's a higher power maintaining order and justice in this world, and Cole
Do
got
you
what
think
he
that
deserved.
you are the higher power?
I'm happy that it happened, but that doesn't mean I'm to blame.
Can I ask
If
what
you sold
caused
it, it
such
does.
hatred?
The sheriff confiscated all our weapons, and then the disappearance began. William wanted one rifle, just
The
one, to
disappearance?
protect us. Cole was too eager to help, and as a result, my Will got a bullet in his chest.
How did Cole explain what took place?
He just walked away as if nothing happened. Cole is the reason I lost my husband, and he should pay for it.
Don't you want to know what really happened?
For me, it's clear. An innocent man would tell everything.
Maybe he
Only
can't
the guilty
stand
remain
to talk
silent.
about it. I feel like sometimes I look at it like just because I would handle a certain situation one way doesn't mean that somebody else would do the exact same thing. We're all different and all unique, and it can't be easy to have watched your brother die. Just as hard as it was to lose a husband, I don't think it would have been easy to watch your sibling die in front of you. And the guilt to carry for it. He said he drinks at night. So, I mean, I don't think he's just walking around all dandy about it. Zora is convinced that Cole is guilty of the death of her husband, but she doesn't know what happened exactly. She doesn't deny or admit her involvement in Cole's poisoning. The second man in the photo is William Seabrook, Cole's brother. That is so sad. Let's pin this. I hope we don't have to go talk to the sheriff again. I do not like him. Let's pin this. I hope we do not have to go and talk to the sheriff again. I do not like him. Let's go back here and see if we can talk to Cole.
Sir?
Tell me about your brother.
I've learned about your tragedy, Cole. My condolences.
Zora told you, didn't she?
Can you tell me what happened and why you feel guilty?
My brother died. I'm alive.
That is so heavy.
And William is not. That's why.
Who shot him?
Did you see who shot him?
It was the bloody sheriff. I swear I saw him smiling.
What was the plan?
Tell me, what was the plan?
William had to get into the warehouse through the eastern gate, the one not far from the market on the edge of the railroad. I hid behind the barrels. I was on the lookout.
So what went wrong?
William went in, then came back with a rifle. I saw him jump off the crate and then bang! He was lying there dead.
What happened next?
My heart stopped. I froze. Then the sheriff yelled, "See if there are more rats!" And I woke up. I ran away. I had just one task and I failed it. And from my mistake,
you couldn't have known.
The lower of death will come for me.
It all happened near the eastern gates of the warehouse near the market, at the corner closest to the railroad. Cole was hiding behind the barrels. I'm glad we stayed to finish this because I want to know, you know, I want to be able to help. He couldn't have known, and they were trying to protect themselves from the kidnappings that were going on. The warehouse near the market at the corner closest to the railroad. Cole was hiding behind the barrels.
The warehouse eastern gate. According to Cole, it all started somewhere near the barrels.
I would argue that this is not closest to the railroad, but okay. Sure. Chewed leaves tobacco.
Chewed tobacco. That's the spot.
I hid behind the barrels. I was on the lookout.
It's possible that he went in here? Here. Handprint oil.
An oily handprint. The substance has solidified. I assume that this is cosmoline with which the gun was lubricated.
William went in, then came back with a rifle.
But he was shot. Where was he shot from? Over here?
This lamp did not leave William a chance to go unnoticed.
Oh. Bullet hole. It went right through.
William was shot here.
I saw him jump off the crane and then bang! He was lying there dead.
The bullet went through him, and based on its velocity and mass, I would say the shooter was no more than 35 or 40 feet away.
Jeez. They didn't feel like that was a little bit excessive. Okay, there's another one over here. Yeah. This seems about right. Sheriff's position.
The sheriff
unseen
stood
for
here.
Cole.
Cole had no chance to
He
spot
had
him
no
approaching.
way of knowing.
It's a terrible choice of position, and it cost his brother his life.
Then the sheriff yelled, "See if there are more rats!" And I woke up.
And what did Cole do?
Panicked. Froze.
My heart stopped. I froze.
Deep imprints. Man was running.
Cole sought safety in flight.
Now I see why Cole thinks he deserved it. He simply left his brother behind.
I don't think it's as
He did
simple
not
as
have
that.
much of an option.
Thank
Sad.
you, Sherlock.
I think Zora would like to know about this.
Yeah. We'll pin this, and we can go and talk to Zora again. I don't know if she seems like the forgiving type.
Yes, I have.
There she is.
Yeah.
What do you want?
Okay, first of all, don't be rude. See, I feel like this is just such a delicate balance. because I don't think that this is fair. I don't necessarily think they are to blame. Yes, the law took their weapons, but people are going missing. They're literally being so they were just trying to defend themselves, and it was kind of theirs to begin with, the weapon. So they wanted one shotgun just to be able to protect themselves from the literal kidnappers, and I think the sheriff's in on it. So I don't think that they're to blame. Maybe if you have a differing opinion, let me know. But looking at this, like, standing back in the whole story overall, I don't think it's fair to blame them both. Personally, I just don't.
I know you are angry at Cole, but you must know that he is not guilty of your husband's death. I was at the warehouse and I saw it all myself.
I'm
The
a
sheriff
time
shot
traveler.
William and Cole couldn't prevent it, not even at the cost of his life.
Why did Cole survive then? And how did he return unwounded?
He had no chance of stopping the sheriff, but he found himself unnoticed. All he could do was run or die.
That jackal sheriff. Perhaps you're right. I didn't want to kill Cole. It's just too painful to know that he's still around while my Will's dead.
You can mourn with Cole. Forgive him if you can.
I'll need some time for that.
Probably to finish this side quest out, we'll have to talk to him one more time. So let's head back to the fisherman's quarter. This whole case is just so sad. This is not nearly as lighthearted as the ghosts or non-ghosts.
Sir?
You were poisoned.
I have good news. No lowers are coming for you. You were poisoned.
What?
Huh?
Zora sold you Jimson weed instead of jasmine. That was the cause of your hallucination. She wanted revenge.
It doesn't change anything. Look, the laws were guiding her. I deserved it.
I went to the warehouse and I know what happened. You are not guilty of William's death. You had no chance of stopping the sheriff. Your only choice was to run or die.
Want to get
That was my
justice
purpose as a
for
brother.
all of these
But
people
I failed
across the
William.
game. The ones we
I'm a
haven't met
coward.
yet, the ones we have.
I ruined 2
I want
lives
to
in
take all
one
of these
evening,
people out.
including Zora's.
I spoke with Zora and she forgives you. Now is the time to
Crime
forgive
web
yourself.
is terrible.
Thank you, sir.
There's a few parallels with him and like Watson.
I try.
And, like, it's just rough. It's hard to watch because like you can give the best advice you can, like Sherlock did to Watson and here, and it just they still feel so guilty for things that they had no control over. It just sucks. This is a heavy game. I didn't expect it to be quite like this. Okay, so I'm thinking we might have done everything that there is to do here. So I think now we're going to move on to the next section. If it's a continuation of chapter 4, I might just go through it because I don't imagine it to be too much longer. If it stops, we'll take a break. That's the deal. Let's head back to the stagecoach and head to the next area so we can look for Mr. A and hopefully be a step closer to getting justice for the missing people and confronting Cthulhu. I'm sure I've already made this joke, but they've got to be so fit. Like by the end of the game, all of the running.
Got a spot in mind.
The French
Quarter.
Quarter.
And get us there fast.
Say please. So pretty. Arneson's mansion. And it's empty. I don't think it's been empty this entire time. It seems like the jewel seller who sent a telegram to the Edelweiss Institute, A, was a Mr. Arneson, a rich man who resides in the French Quarter. Okay. Okay, so it looks like there's 2 directions to go in.
You know, Watson, the opulent mansions and stifling heat remind me of my time in the Mediterranean.
Cordona does sound rather magical. Do you think you shall ever return?
I hope so.
I don't know. That place was home to some of my greatest memories and some of my lowest moments.
Is that a hint for another game? Maybe? I'm having a lot of fun, and it's so beautiful. I hope there's another one. Let's keep going straight and just see where we can go. Is it worth... I mean, that looks like a mansion. They all look like mansions. Is it worth talking to someone?
Lord help me.
I say that every 5 minutes.
Excuse me, miss. Are you all right? What is your name?
Eula, sir.
Waiting for someone, Eula?
Yes, sir. My brother Davy. He works for Mr. Arneson in that mansion yonder. Been 5 days now since I last heard from him.
Come now, why all the tears?
Because he's probably dead, Watson.
Something happened
Have you not
to
been
Davy.
here?
I feel it in my bones.
Do you think he may have left the premises?
No, sir. Davy, he ain't like you and me. He's smart in some ways, but he can't talk. Not a word. He's pure and kind.
Fear not. We will look for your brother. One presumes this gate is locked. Is there
Sherlock
any other
has
way
more
inside?
bedside
There's
manner
another
than Watson's
entrance through the stables
showing.
you could try.
You got a problem.
That's where I meet Davy normally, but I couldn't get in. See, I couldn't find the key. It wasn't in its usual spot. Please hurry, sir. Find him for me.
Davy, added to a very long list. Oh, chapter 5. So I'm glad we continued on. We kept going and didn't just stop there. Arneson's mansion. Okay. So, since we're in a new chapter, I'm going to cut it here so it doesn't get too overly long. I've had a great time. They just, like I said last episode, they just keep getting better and better and better as we're going on. I am super excited to see what happens next. I cannot wait to see you guys in the next one. Please subscribe, leave a comment, let me know what your favorite part of chapter 4 was. I'll tell you right now, mine was everything. I love New Orleans, and it was great all around. I hope you liked this one. I hope you're having a great day. I hope that you continue to have a great day. I will see you in the next one. Thank you for spending some time with me. Bye for now.